Good morning, dear students. So, let me go through the continuation part of the last class. This external sources of recruitment. Okay, external sources are nothing but outside the organization. So, we are going to search for the prospective employees. Okay, they are going to attract them to apply for the job in our organization. And these are the some of the sources we have already discussed. Okay, direct recruitment till campus recruitment we have discussed. Okay, campus recruitment is nothing but kind of a recruitment type where from schools and colleges. So we are going to conduct some tests. We are going to take a selection process, and as a result of that, we are going to give a job to candidates. So moving to the next one. Okay, seventh one, that is recommendations from employees. Recommendations of employees. Recommendations of employees. Recommendations of employees. So the word itself, the title itself tells us recommendations of employees. Recommendations of employees. So many times the existed employees of the organizations are going to recommend some people for the vacancies. Okay, so they are going to recommend some names of their friends, their relatives, their neighbors, okay, or their known persons. Okay, because they are already working in the organization. Okay, recommendations of employees means those already who are working as employees in our organizations, okay, or in our organization, so they are going to suggest us, or they are going to recommend, they are going to give their opinion, or they are going to suggest us, okay, or they are going to recommend some names of their relatives, their friends, maybe their neighbors, or maybe their known persons, okay. So from them also we can recruit. Okay, so that kind of method it is. Okay, so it is also considered as one of the good kind of one of the good external sources of recruitment, because we can believe these employees, these prospective employees, because these are reliable, because already some people are working in the organization, and we know about their background, and these are suggested by the our existed employees. Depending on their reliability, so we can also relate these people. Okay, so recommendations of employees is nothing but those who are already working as employees in the organization. They are going to suggest some names of their friends, relatives, or neighbors, or known people. Okay, so from this source, from these available candidates, we are going to fill our vacancies. We are going to fill the organization's vacancy. That is recommendations of employees. Then labor contractors. Another method is that is labor contractors. Labor contractors. So obviously, when it comes to labor contractors, many times in the organizations, the lower level managers, they are going to keep some close contact with the ultimate workers. Okay, or the labor contractors will be, so they are going to, because they are going to keep some close contact with the ultimate workers who can work on daily basis many times. Okay, so they can help us. They are also going to act as a source, because whenever we need a laborers at very short notice, so we can select or we can recruit from this particular source, because that contractors or that persons, though they have some kind of bondage, or they have some contact, some close contact with the ultimate workers. Okay, so they are going to help us to recruit people at very short notice, and that is also kind of one of the sources of recruitment. So many times it is going to act as purpose, if any conflict between that employee and job seeker and the contractor, in such cases, we may not be able to recruit that candidates. Okay, that is about the labor contractors. So moving to the next one, that is advertising on televisions. Advertising on televisions, on TV. Okay, just it is a kind of advertisement already we discussed. Okay, advertisement. This is also giving some information about the job details and information about the company. Okay, so on televisions, we are just going to give some details, job specification, details of the job and details of the company through television media. Okay, maybe there are so many sources like newspaper, magazines. So likewise it becomes one of the source. Through TV media, we are going to advertise. Okay, advertising is nothing but, so we are going to make an effort to attract the future employees, prospective employees. Okay, so that is what advertising on TV method. Then moving to the next one, that is the last kind of method, web publishing. Web publishing. Web publishing. So internet, nowadays internet is going to become one of the common source of recruitment. So we are going to create some websites. Okay, so you might have heard about Naukri.com, Monster.com and all. So we are going to create some websites. So through that, in that particular source, we are going to give specification about the job details and the company details and the type of employees we are working and the number of employees we are expecting or we are searching. So we are going to give these details, these all details through a website, and we are going to make it. We are going to create awareness through the websites. Okay, as I told, like Naukri.com and Monster.com. So likewise, we can create a web ID, and through that we make an effort to attract the prospective employees. Okay, it's just nothing but it is also kind of advertising type only. Okay, so these are the sources. Okay, that is about some of the external sources of recruitment. Okay, from outside the organizations we are going to recruit, and many times campus recruitment is one of the most widely used. Advertising is one of the most widely used method. Okay, and at the same time, each of these sources having their own importance. Okay, depending upon the nature of the job, so we are going to select a particular source. Okay, we cannot 100% say this particular source is a very important and the next one is not. Okay, each one is having its own importance. So that's about some of the sources. When it comes to the merits and demerits, just take another 5 minutes. External sources, what are the merits? So merits are, you can get qualified personnel, because when it is restricted to select an employee from the available candidates from within the organization, many times it may not be possible to get them, because they may not possess the qualification which is required by the job, which is suitable to the job. So we can get a qualified personnel, that's one of the importance. Then we can get wider choice comparing to the internal sources. Where if we are going to depend on external source, we can get wider choice, because it creates a pool of resources. It gathers. Through this method we can get a number of applications, and you will be having a better choice, because you will be having wider choice. Means large number of applicants, large number of options will be. Then one of the important aspect is fresh talent you can get. Okay, so if only you are going to recruit from the internal sources, so in such cases there is no scope for fresh blood. Okay, so if external source means you can recruit the fresh blood. Okay, you can recruit the fresh talent to the organization, and they can contribute in an efficient manner. Then it develops a competitive spirit. Okay, if at all you are going to recruit from the internal sources just by the way of promotion or transfer, people are going to become lethargic. people are going to become lazy. So that is going to act as a drawback for the organization. So that is, in that sense, we can say external source is going to create some competitive spirit among the existing employees. Then moving to the limitations. When it comes to limitations, the first thing is it may create a dissatisfaction among existing employees. Okay. For example, if you are going to recruit from the outside source, so in such cases, if any person who is working in the organization, if he has the qualities to fill that to give justice to the job, in such cases, by avoiding that person, if you are going to recruit from the outside source, so it creates some kind of dissatisfaction for the existing employee, because he used to feel he is also suitable for the job. Then one more thing is lengthy process. So recruiting from the external source is a lengthy process. You need to give information, then you need to give applications, then you're supposed to go through selection process of conducting so many tests, so many group discussions, and interviews. So it is a lengthy process, and then again it requires you supposed to provide them training also. So it is a lengthy process. Okay, that is one of the drawback. And the other thing is external source is a costly process also. It is a costly. You need to incur a lot of expenditure. You need to make a lot of expenditure as well as lot of efforts to recruit from this source. If suppose from internal source means, so already they are working in the organization, so just we are going to give promotion, just we are going to transfer them. So in such cases, there is no expenses. But external sources, you take any of these examples, in many of the cases, so we need to incur cost. We need to put some extra efforts, and that is why it is costly and expensive. Okay, so that is about some of the types of external sources and its plus and minuses, merits and demerits, pros and cons. That's about today's class. So in the next class, we'll go through the next topic. Till then, stay tuned.